Today on the table I've got two firearms. One is a Rossi Model 92 and the other is a Smith & Wesson J-frame Model 442. What could these two guns have in common? Well, if you feel so inclined, you can take ammo from one, put it directly into the other, and fire. The Rossi Model 92, or the Rossi Model R92, is a 357 38 special carbine. This specific one has a 20-inch barrel, but they also come in different configurations. 16-inch barrel for sure, and in different finishes. This one is blue, but they also come in stainless. Let's eject that spent round, and let's talk more about this carbine. Stick around. The Rossi Model 92 is just one of several Model 92 variants that are out now, made by different companies. I know some Italian companies also make these Winchester 92 clones, but it is based off of a Winchester Model 92. If you look back here, you have two locking lugs that come up to hold the bolt in place for these powerful 38 special rounds that we're shooting right now. On the table in front of us here too, I do got some Arms Corps 38 special full metal jacket, 158 grain. We're going to be shooting some of that today, as well as some Fiocchi full metal jacket, flat nose 357. I haven't done much shooting with this gun, but we're going to see how it hits at 30 yards on a paper target, and then we'll go to 50 and 100 yards on steel. We're going to start by taking 3 shots with this Arms Corps. Again, this is flat-nosed full metal jacket, 158 grain, 38 specials. Never shot this gun from a rest before, so we're just going to see how well we can place these shots in the middle of my silhouette target. So we're going to be aiming for the big red circle. To load, like with most of your lever action rifles with the side gate, you just push these in. I leave a little bit of it sticking out like that, just to make it a little easier to load the next round. Those are 3 shots, and I know it does have a safety. Yeah, that's kind of weird, but we're on fire, so just leave it there and you'll be fine. All right, center of the silhouette target. Let's go check that out. So first shot, not too great at 30 yards. Yeah, again, the aim point was here. This was the first shot. I know, I'm not quite sure the other order, but you'll see it when we play it on the camera there. We're gonna try 3 more and see if we can really hold on. Point of aim was about right here. So let's try that again. All right, we're gonna load 3 more, see if we can't nail it down a little easier. And I left it on an empty, so we eject the empty and go on. Those all felt better. Let's see how they turned out. Much better, much better. Still a little low, but we can fix that. But they're all right here much closer together now. So big improvement over the first round. All right, we've got 3 more loaded, and I've raised the rear sight up 1 notch on this ramp to see if we can't move our point of impact into that red circle. I see some have moved over to the left now, but it looks like they did raise up a good bit. So elevation-wise, I think we're okay. But again, that target's only set up at 30 yards away, so we're going to take a couple shots at the steel target that's about 50 yards down and see how we can do. We'll load up, we'll do 3 again. See how long we can let this box last us. Yeah, 3, okay. And like I said, we'll take a shot at the steel target that is right about 50 yards downrange. That's a hit. That's a miss. Let's hold up a little bit higher on it. Another miss. Interesting. Ah, I did say I was only doing 3, right? We'll do 1 more in there. Well, I'm not quite sure if it's going over or if it's going under. So this shot at the very bottom, I could see from the shooting table, and I'll have to review the footage. I don't know if that one's new or not. I don't think it is, but maybe I've got 2 hits on that. All right, well, let's see if we can do anything better. Well, off camera, I took some shots, and I might know where to hold now. Let's see. There we go. It's where you always wear a hat at the range. All right. Well, I think I know where to hold now for the 38s at least, but let's switch it up to 357. We've got a new splatter target set up, so all of the holes you'll see will be coming from this Fiocchi. Again, full metal jacket, flat nose. It is much, much louder than the 38 special we've been shooting, that much I do know. Recoil, still not bad. If you're used to a 30-30s recoil, this is nothing, even compared to 30-30, which is a light caliber itself, or a light recoil itself. So we've let the barrel cool down a good bit, and we're going to take 3 more shots at that center red circle in our silhouette target. Not really surprising here that they're a little higher than the 38s were. And that's just because it's a much faster moving bullet. So not a bad group either. 30 yards with a buckhorn sight that I'm really not used to using. Let's take it over to the steel. The way this grouped on the splatter target has me very hopeful that it'll be a lot easier to get on at 50 on that steel. So let's try it. First shot, and it's getting there much quicker. Oh, I might have short stroked it. Let's see. I did. Can't ask for anything better than that. 3 back-to-back at 50 yards. Now let's try a different kind of target. Now I've got 38 special and 357 loaded in here. I'm going to shoot the bottle on the left with a 38 special and then go back over to the right with a 357, and we'll just see if there's any difference in display from the bottles. Little bit of difference. All right, we've got 5 rounds of that Fiocchi 357. We're going to take some shots at some steel down at 100 yards and some soda jugs we have at 100 yards as well. I've got 5 loaded right now. We'll see if we can ring it in 5. If not, we've got plenty more to do. So let's give it a shot. At 50 yards, I was able to hold pretty much right on it, so I might have to hold a little high to ring it. So here goes nothing. Man, that brass bead covers up that entire plate at 100 yards. That's a hit. Well, the downrange camera died, so we have to reset it. So we're going to load it up 5 more times because you guys didn't get to see any of the impacts from that 100 yards. Got 4 out of 5, and then trying to do freehand, got 1. Wow! So let's try to get 5 more on steel and hopefully get them on camera as well. So far, so good. Five for 5. Well, what else can I say about the Rossi R92? It's a very, very fun little carbine to shoot. With 38 special, the recoil is, I'd say, less than noticeable. And 357, it's nothing offensive. 38 special still somewhat affordable, not as affordable as it used to be, but much more affordable than your standard 30-30 ammo right now, especially this target stuff. And with 357, you would have really more than enough to take a deer at reasonable yards. Probably the yardage that you would be able to get your rifle on target. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you're not already, please do subscribe. Also, follow us on Instagram. It's @YonderOak, same as the channel name here. We post a lot of behind-the-scenes photos and videos, as well as other short-form content that isn't really suitable for this type of platform. Thanks again for stopping by.